Greetings and salutations, Second Star Right, back with some more Raid Shadow Legends, and it is day 2 of boosted summoning rates on Sacred Shards for Legendaries, which is always a good thing to take advantage of. I debated whether waiting until next time around so I would have more shards, because I only have 4 right now. This is my free-to-play account, but there's a fusion going on, and so there is still that potential to get an epic that might push you towards being able to finish the fusion event. Right now, it's not looking good for this free-to-play account, so let's just see what happens, and maybe things will come out. Now, the Ayn Rand objectivist in me understands that life owes me nothing, but it has been a tough 2 weeks around the household here, right? Everyone's had the flu, except for me. But now, after 2 weeks, I feel my defenses breaking down, and like I can feel the influenza trying to permeate my skin. But I'm going to hope that keeping this air of positivity and enthusiasm will kind of trick my body into not falling for it, and maybe the virus will see that my lungs are a barren place and they can find no purchase. They'll move on to different shores. I'm gonna play that card and see what happens. Another thing I want to talk about before I do these shard pullings, which I'll get to in a second, I promise. So many of these branded channels have like a call to action right at the very beginning, which I never understood. They're like, okay, before we continue, please comment and like and subscribe. And I'm like, why would I do that, you dumbass? You haven't done anything yet. What if I don't like the video? So while I won't do that, I will just say, hey, if before you reach the end of the video and you skip the end, because most people do right after the good parts happen, feel free to like as you watch the video, and you don't necessarily have to wait till the end if you don't feel like you want to. And if you are enjoying this content, subscribe, because I'm trying to do as much as I can. So there's my call to action at the beginning without actually telling you to do anything, because that would be wrong. Okay, so let's get into these summons. Dun, 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 dun. We have 4, and going in line with the power of positive thinking, I think I'm looking for a Madame Serris. I would really, really like a Madame Serris. Just because I just like the design. I don't even know how she would fit into my Armenian team yet, but I still, that's kind of what I want. So I'm going to throw that out there, universe. Let's see what you have to do with it. All right. Going into our first summon. Let's go. See, I didn't even ask for a legendary. I just asked for an epic. That shouldn't be too hard, right? Okay, Taurus. All right. You win this time, RN Jesus. Fine, Taurus. Okay, Madame Serris. I want Madame Serris. Let's go. What do we got? We have not Madame Serris. Jingle Hunter. Okay. Well, he's been buffed, but Jingle Hunter, I like freezes. Freezes are fun. Yeah, let's look at it. What's his kit real quick? Attacks enemy 2 times, 40% chance, placing 30% decreased speed. Decreased speed is good. Jack Frost attacks one enemy, 90% chance of placing a freeze. There we go. On all enemies for 1 turn if the attack kills the enemy. Okay, there's an important caveat. And attacks all enemies, decreases the turn meter by 20% if this attack is critical. Okay, well, he's not great. He's not great. I'm glad they buffed him, but I still don't know that this is something that is going to help me in any way, shape, or form. Alright, next. Let's go. Kitus. Again, another buffed champion, which I guess is nice, but yeah, very limited use. Attacks the enemy has 85% chance of placing 100% heal reduction, debuff for 2 turns. That's good. They definitely buffed that. There was a thing that had to happen before he was able to place it before, so I think it was only if they had a continuous heal on it. I guess it was a counter to certain arena teams that continuous heal was kind of a meta at the time when he first came out a long time ago. Level 2 is his spikes, places a 50% increased attack buff on this champion for 2 turns, then attacks 4 times at random. Attacks will be critical if the target has any buffs. Okay, well, I guess that'd be kind of cool in arena, I suppose. Again, yeah. A3, bleeding wounds, attacks all enemies 2 times, damage increases according to the amount of hit points this champion has lost. This is a secret skill and only becomes available when this champion has lost 50% of their hit points. Okay, alright, and then he has an aura that unlocks at level 3. Okay, so completely useless. Hopefully that there'll be a fusion in the future. Well, he'll be required again. So I think we needed him for Foley, I think, way back when. Maybe they'll bring that back, because I'm... Okay. Okay, not happy. But that's okay. I'm going to maintain my air of positivity. Let's go next. Come on. Bring it. This is going to be good. This is going to be something good. I can feel it in my bones. Okay. Alright, well, if I didn't already have one for the Rosin Scarhide fusion, then he'd be great. He's great tanky. He's alright, I'm struggling to find positives about this. Okay, so, but no, I said I was going to maintain an air of positivity, didn't I? So, even though everything I picked was horrible, I am just going to say no. It was fine. It was fine. You know what? I'm blowing 10 of these. Come on. This is just. I know there's no boost, but I feel like something good's gonna happen. I feel it. I feel that something good's gonna happen. I still feel that something good's gonna happen. And no, you're not gonna get me down. I'm feeling good about all of this. All of this is fine. Okay. Nope. That's no problem. No problem. I'm gonna pull one void. Let's just do one void. Let's see what happens. Maybe it's gonna be good. Come on. This was for playing screwing up. You see, good things happen if you keep rolling the dice, right? Any gambler will tell you the same thing. If you just keep going, eventually it's gonna work out, right? That's the real lesson here that we should take from all this, is that if you fail, just keep plugging away. All right, so Sifi the Last Bride is the companion to the fusion hero that's up right now, Roto. So if for some reason on my free-to-play account I'm able to gather the resources necessary, she will have a companion. This Corpse Bride here. Okay, so I know I went over this in another video, but just in case. Her Curse of Longing attacks one enemy with an 80% chance of placing a sleep debuff for one turn if the target's turn meter is equal to or above 50%. Heals all allies by 5% of the max hit points if the target's turn meter is below 50%. Yes, that's a very wordy, but still, that's not a bad A1 at all. And when you ascend it, give it an 8% sleep debuff for one turn if the target's turn meter is equal to or above 50%. The debuff cannot be resisted. That's awesome. Heals all allies by 5% of the max hit points if the target's turn meter is below 50%. So the debuff not being able to be resisted is pretty sweet. The A2 fills the turn meters of all allies by 15% and places a block debuff buff, a 60% increased defense buff, and a 30% increased speed buff on allies for 2 turns. A pretty strong A2 as well. And then the A3 revives a single ally with 55% hit points and a full turn meter. Places a 50% increased attack buff and a 30% increased crit rate buff on that ally for 2 turns. So it's almost like you want your allies to die. It's like, please die so I can revive you and buff you. And then you have a full turn meter and just go ham. Then the passive, Eternal Bond, heals each ally by 15% of their max hit points at the start of their turn. Has a 40% chance of removing freeze and fear debuffs from each ally at the start of their turn. Removes all debuffs from Rotos. There we go. There's her buddy. The Lost Dream at the start of their turn if they're on the same team. Okay, so this is my very first Void Epic, and it's on my free-to-play account. So good. Like I said, the power of positive thinking. I'm not even going to be mad that I didn't get my Madame Serris. I'm pretty happy that I got another supernatural themed champion. Okay, guys, thank you. Do that thing that I said before with the liking and the commenting and the subscribing. That would be fantastic. And I will go, I don't know, stand in the shower for like 15 minutes to make myself feel better because I feel so gross with all the sickness trying to come out of me. Thank you, and I will see you next time. Take care, guys.